We began with rising tensions between Caracas and Washington as the United States announced a new military and surveillance campaign in the Western Hemisphere to remove what officials call narco terrorists. The operation targets Latin American drug trafficking networks and relies heavily on robotic air and sea systems. The operation, called Operation Southern Spear, was unveiled Thursday by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. He said the mission came directly from President Donald Trump, who ordered an immediate aggressive response to what the administration views as a growing security threat. The operation will be run by Joint Task Force Southern Spear, working closely with the Southern Command and the 4th Fleet.
Led by the Joint Task Force Southern Spear and the Southern Command, this mission defends our homeland, removes narco-terrorists from our hemisphere, and secures our homeland from the drugs that are killing our people. The Western Hemisphere is America's neighborhood, and we will protect it.
Their headquarters will be the Naval Station Mayport in Florida, with activities beginning later this month. And in a social media post, the Southern Command revealed that U.S. Marines were already conducting artillery training aboard the USS Iwo Jima in the Caribbean to support the president's counter-drug priorities. Now, according to the U.S. Navy, the campaign marks one of the largest deployments of unmanned systems ever used in the region, which includes long-endurance robotic surface vessels designed to stay at sea for extended patrols. Also involved are small interceptor boats built for high-speed chases and vertical takeoff, and a landing robotic aircraft that will provide constant aerial support. The Kremlin, however, was swift to respond to the recent plans by Washington, saying that the operation must not destabilize the region, specifically Venezuela. Russia earlier offered support to Venezuela to counter U.S. threats in the region. And now the timing of this operation is significant as the Southern Caribbean has seen a sharp buildup of U.S. military power in recent weeks. In fact, on Tuesday, the USS Gerald R, the world's largest and most advanced aircraft carrier, entered the region. Estimates suggest more than a dozen U.S. vessels are now operating in the area. And this announcement follows reports of the U.S. military carrying out its 20th attack on vessels in the Caribbean and Pacific. So far, these strikes have killed around 80 people, and the White House insists the targets were drug smugglers, but has offered no evidence for the lethal force. Adding to the tension, reports have emerged that President Trump is considering broader intervention options, including seizing Venezuelan oil fields, targeting elite guard units loyal to President Nicolas Maduro, and even exploring the possibility of removing the president himself from power. Now, Venezuela has responded by announcing a massive mobilization of troops and civilians.
As of this moment, by signing this law, all integral defense commands that bring together all public institutions of the Venezuelan state, the military institution, and all popular power must be activated at dawn today. So, by signing, the order must be activated for the integral defense commands to be established, structured, and put to work to be prepared. If we, as a republic, as a people, must go to armed struggle to defend this sacred heritage of the liberators, we must be ready to win, to triumph through the path of patriotism and courage.
11 de noviembre del año 2025.
As Operation Southern Spear prepares for launch, U.S. officials describe it as a mission focused on drug trafficking networks. But with the steady buildup of warships, unmanned systems deploying, and Venezuela also mobilizing its forces, it's looking less like a war on drugs and more like an invasion.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.